But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here.
I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word. With respect, Outlander, we didn't ask.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, hmm? We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunin affairs are Pargrunin affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas. See? Even the Outlander agrees with me. Kostya means well, but he's short-sighted. Mikhaila knows what happens if we allow the Outlanders inside. They'll take, and take, and take. Soon they'll attempt to tell us our ways are wrong. That we must become like them. Until nothing of us is left, and we become just an appendage of some other people.
At least we'll be fed.
Enough. No more of this nonsense. Stop talking.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunin are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this!
What do you think it means? Fresh? Call this fresh? Idiots. Let me see that. Barely enough here to feed a child. Barely enough to feed half a child.
What did you say? Damn it, I should start my counting.
They should thank us.
I've seen worse. Some paint, mop. Maybe I haven't seen worse. Now we know what they were doing.
That Nimdu Petra definitely got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. He'll still be there. The Zarabs didn't get to him first.
Be ready. I almost feel bad for those Steel Garou troops and their heavy armor. Almost.
I don't want to go back. I can't.
That's it for me. Back in the fight.
Watch yourselves. Watch your back.
Looks like you're lost, Amaku. No one's allowed in here. Especially not outsiders. Petru chose to defy Solace Keep. You don't know what Mihala would do if she finds out we let him go. She's not doing well. Go ahead then. Talk to him.
You're not a warden. How did you get in here? Gods, I just realized. Your face, you have the same features as Nandru. Somehow you got past the wardens to find me. Why? Who sent you? That cranky Jetula? Mihala trusts him to protect the keep? Well, he must have some sense if he asked you to rescue me. Mihala ordered my own wardens to kidnap me. And here I've been ever since.
They're loyal to a fault. Which ought to be the official motto of Solace Keep.
Marius, is that you? Well, I suppose there's no reason to feign ignorance now. Thank you. It's good to see you. I underestimated her conviction and overestimated her tolerance. If you've ever been to Solace, you saw the obvious. The keep is dying. Our people are starving. And if you've read my journal, you know I was trying to counteract that. To fulfill my oath to protect Solace. I wanted to use animancy as they do in Fjord, to feed the ground and make things grow. To revitalize the keep. And it worked. I produced bountiful crops so quickly. Berries the size of a Zarib's head in a few days. I found a way to procure animancy equipment from Fjord so I could conduct experiments. There was much trial and error. Regardless, Mihala wasn't pleased. I took it upon myself to try it anyway. I thought that if I succeeded, I could sway our leader. I could not. I expect I shall remain here until Mihala has a spare moment to sentence me. I'm sure the punishment won't be pleasant. Once Solace turns its back on you, there is little one can do to regain its favor. Marius knows that well enough.
Well, I turned my back on Solace, but there really isn't that much of a difference.
Please, you must help me get out. Give me a chance to help the others, to feed my people. Tell the guards what you've learned. Get the key from them. Let me out, I beg you.
Let's get him out. He didn't do anything wrong.
Hurry, please find the key.
So, you done talking with the prisoner? You can't be serious. You can't let him out? And I don't care. What do you think this is? A children's story? My loyalty to him ended when his loyalty to the Council did. give me a reason not to wash my weapon in your blood. You're right. I haven't had a good meal in days. If you're saying Petru can fix that... Nandru's face. Fine, here's the key. But whatever you have planned, I didn't see anything.
You're back. Do you have the key? Will you let me go? God bless you, outsider. I won't forget this. I won't. My days here are long past. Thank you again. Take this. It's not much. But if I can further repay the favor in this life or the next, I will.
Let's try next life. I'm honestly hoping my next life is far from here. We're near Solace. That cartographer should be close, shouldn't they?
Your left. Come and get mine now.
Seen metal like that.
You're too late.
No one here. So the expedition is in the slumbering fields, just across the deadly valley full of lava.
They're luckier than they know. Guess we're finding another way across.
Pushes back. Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abaddon's hammer. Did Gabral send you? You've got to get us out of here.
And let them extend their fetid reach? Allow their corruption to spread? Never.
Why would we poison the very water we need? That makes no sense. Marius, is that you? Can you talk some sense into anyone here?
Sorry, Raluca. You knew the answer to that before you asked.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water. You see it. You sense it. The rot of death never left this place. The land feels, it remembers. Like a tree choked with vines, it seeps poison to defend itself from the aggressor. The interloper.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing. What is this madness? You bear the mark of this land in the ridges of your flesh and the rings of your soul. Surely you must know better. Very well. Your insight would be helpful. Still that foul presence and let the waters flow sweet and clear once more. Clear the old one's water roads to slake this parched land. Do this, and I shall release these vermin to scurry back to their nest.
Might want to give that water a wide berth.
Oh, no, you don't! Here we go! Left! Left, left! That's all of them.
Stay away from the water, envoy. Unless you want to die in it.
That workshop is beyond repair, but maybe it's stopped.
Here we go. Oh, no, you don't.
Coming from the rear.
Look to your left.
Something lurks here.
Ready, aim.
Do you hear that? That pounding?
A rat scrabbling in the dust, crawling back to the same ruined trash heap.
No. We know this voice. This presence. Sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. I am Wodika, the Oathbinder, goddess of order, vengeance, and law. Too long has this land languished in chaos. Bandits, fugitives, and outcasts squabble in their crude fortresses. This land needs order, purpose. The Order of the Gods. The Order, which has governed lives for millennia. You are an Aedyran, a nation where law and authority brought peace between the warring folk and elves. It is steadfast. Your people understand how to tame what is wild. How to build empire from rubble. All the more reason for unity, guidance, lest it divide against itself.
No.
Again.
Stop it. Stop her. Silence her. She feeds you poisoned fruit.
Do you think this place was always so gray? With its barren slopes and acid sea? Your parasite is to blame. It has destroyed this place before. These hills were once lush, and the people.
She lies. Falsehoods like fangs. She was not there. She did not see.
Why else would the usurper so quickly deny its deeds? Is it a plea of innocence, or admission of its guilt? Past? It roils this instant, beneath your very feet. Whose poison flows through this water? Who spoils its own lifeblood?
Creatures did this. They crawled through our bones. They picked at our flesh.
The Magfolk fulfilled a need. What is the purpose of this?
So small, so fragile. We did not mean to. We could not understand.
Envoy, snap out of it. Felt like we lost you there for a moment.
That wasn't Sapadal, was it?
You're talking to Wodoka now? When did that happen?
I take it this is news to you. Another mess to untangle, after we found the garden.
Well, did she speak of a way to stop it by any chance? That would be unusually helpful. Maybe you'll find your answers in the garden. Stranger things have happened.
The water looks clear now.
Let's go. This one's mine. Watch your back.
No point in wasting bullets.
You have restored the waters. I was right to trust you. Truly, the spirit of the land lives in you. A seed carried in the wind.
Carried where? We feel the tranquility of this place, but whose roots drink its waters?
I release these kith to return to their burrows. May they leave this enclave in peace. Clear the tangle of growth choking the Ancient One's waterways, and the Kith may gather it freely. So long as they leave this sanctuary free of their influence, so that new life may take root.
You can't be serious. You expect us to walk away from the best source of fresh water in the Tusks?
If the godlike clears the old growth from the waterways, then a portion will flow out. You may gather it where the waterway ends, away from here.
Reasonable. You can't be serious.
I have spoken, and so has this strange child of the land.
Avowed, godlike, in private? That talking tree expects us to just walk away from the best source of clean water in the Tusks? So that what? A few more moss patches can grow? In centuries? Maybe. I'm worried about the here and now. We can't risk losing access to fresh water again. I know you've done a lot for us already, but I'd like to ask one more thing. Shh. But... yes. Look, we need to set up a guard post here. Eventually we want to build out the aqueduct system. There's no way she'll let us do that. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't like this, but it's our best chance for survival. We're not getting anything until that blockage is cleared out of the aqueduct. If you can at least do that much, we'll make do. We'll have to.
Stand back.
Come and get me. You're mine now. To the right. Watch the left. Glad that's over.
Water's deep enough to swim under the tower, as long as you hold your breath. Quiet as the depths. That water's not going anywhere until we hear those vines. Ah, isn't that a beautiful sight?
down.
We'll wait here until you've taken care of everything. Gabral would be downright insufferable if I went... Thank you. If there's one thing we need to survive out here, it's fresh water. You've given us a fighting chance.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't think less of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right. The grief is never easy. But I didn't know how to deal with was the shame, knowing I'd failed them.
We never fail those who love us. But our conscience tells us otherwise.
Here we go. What you got?
We make a good squad. Bet that was part of something once.
it! Here they come. This one's mine.
Another hunt, another meal for all of us. I wonder if it'll taste
better be after that book.
Try growing up with that volcano on the horizon. You learn early on how fragile life can be.
Suppose that's edible.
The council members are having real food.
And now, boys.
They've been... been serving us.
Be courteous while insult. Check the... Well done. Vengeance for the fallen. Thank you. This means more to me than you. Excellent work. You did it? Can't believe someone took them on. Let me look at those amulets. How strange. Matching half-moons. May they have better fortune on their next turn around the wheel. Somewhere far away from here would be a start. Well done. I will always have bugs to deal with, but at least they won't be hatching in such large numbers anymore. I'll be sure to pass on the word, envoy.
Suppose that's edible. Well, looking forward to it,
Who are you, spirit? Go away. I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
The trap thuds. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel garrote. Our mind's broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real. You can't be. No, go away, spirit.
Aedyr. I knew it. To fall to the thing you came to stamp out? That's a cruel kind of poetry.
Is that my name? Aedyr? I've been wondering. What is it me I'm frightened of? Or her? My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Modica, by your withering gaze I bind this tricksome devil. Oh gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
She's beyond prayer at this point.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said... She commanded me. The closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away. The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen and she.
Has Kostya already spoken with her?
They are grubs in the dirt, wriggling things. Nothing to her but feed for the journey to the wood. None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was and always will be. Woedica bind you, villain!
Watch yourselves.
And roll!
Just like the good old.
At least the volcano's easy to find.
That's something.
It's the envoy.
Let's go. Take your best shot. It burns! It burns!
Saka sub-steel Garrote slaughtered them and left them rot. I say we pay them in kind.
Eyes peeled and weapons.
You're gonna regret this! Is someone there? Right there! Found you!
Watch yourselves. We've got other battles to fight.
This is a mess. And the Steel Garrote aren't the disorderly type. They must have left in a hurry. Are these Pargrunen books? Like campfire reading? I wonder how the Steel Garrote got them.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Ludwig's bold, but she's a strong tactician. I don't see her leading her people in a reckless assault. Not without a very good reason.
There's no way attacking Solace would get them any closer to the garden. Unless...
Hang on. What if that path is under the keep?
You have no idea.
Someone must have told Ludwig. Even amongst a tight-knit group like the Pargrunen, there's always someone with a price.
Doesn't matter. The Steel Garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Reminds me of the good old days.
About Blessed time.
Trespasser! She defiles our ground! Murderer! She is near!
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the Living Lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Sorry in the brush!
Tree falls
Invaders
now?
in the garden!
Get ready.
Don't be shy, envoy! So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladins, envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the Living Lands. And mortals have a right to secure their future.
From this mad god, you mean? Does your vengeful Oathbinder offer a better one?
What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? You've seen what they can do in chains. Setting them loose would be a disaster. No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god. Much less one that's lost its mind.
I hate to say this, but she's got a point. Not that I trust her with the solution.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
Break the bars!
You know them best. If that's what you believe, I'll stand by you.
Right. We definitely all had input on that decision.
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely is. And it has to end. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
and wrong!
Take a moment, people.
We got the Inquisitor. Almost feels too good to be true.
Right. I don't trust that woman to die like a normal person. The garden lit up, and everyone changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Ludwig is right about Sapadal and the Dream Scourge. I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Touch the Aedyr. Feel our voice. Speak. We would... They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream. They do not answer. Truth. Truth? We are in agony. They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. We do not wish this. Not again. They eat us alive. Out. Let us out. Set us free. It is never over. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst. The old light. It blinds us. Send it away. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The Charred Queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. Can the river not wash and drown? Can poison not cure the disease? They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. We... Help us. We are alone. At last, gentleness, like the soft kiss of summer. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends. Ere the throat. This time will be different. We promise, free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
us.
Here we go!
Got them all.
Listen.
Hurry in the brush! Invaders in the garden!
Seems like something we might.
You're right! Coming from your right! In the eyes!
Not bad, Marius.
Careful, envoy.
We need to leave.
Solace is
before all of the
panicking.
dust
Something's
gets
very
flooded with
wrong.
lava.
I don't like the way that lava is rising. That's why
He's not
Watch
the one
yourself,
I'm
Mon-Fri.
worried about. Someone's going. He's going to have to tell the outposts.
Come and get me.
Here we go! It burns! To your left! Need a hand. Right flank! To your left! Fire! Now! That's more like it!
This one's mine. Take him down.
Put them down, please. Please. He speaks of song. No. No. Don't fool me. Don't lie. That can't be Marius.
Careful. I think a part of him is already gone.
Iancu. Viate. Is that you? What happened? How could this...
Scourge. Like mass graves.
This is... is... Iancu. When did this...
Patrol. Yes. My days are short.
He hasn't lost his sense of compassion.
It's not fair.
We met here.
That doesn't...
You're forgetting is for the best, Viate. Families followed Razvan. Trust.
Wait. No, I remember something. I'll never be ready.
Razvan, they took... Yes. Yes.
That's when you took me to Solace.
And you...
But... Well...
I would... See you soon, Viate.
East ahead.
Circles. I see nothing but circles.
Someone was out there. He killed everyone.
But you're still here.
That years of worrying myself. Boy, I don't know if I think it's just... Before I pass out where I stand.
Take your best shot to the right.
of light!
Oh, no, you don't! Got one!
Outlanders and Soulless Keep. What's next?
We'll get him next time.
Keep us going. I knew it. You know, the moment I saw that Aedyr was a bad time.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the keep.
Oh, Marius! Praise Abaddon! You are alive!
What's happening? Why's everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. We're evacuating. Kostya's gone to open the lava sluice gates, but they've been disused for so long. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive. Unless you have come back to help us, Envoy, I don't have time for you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now. We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
The Steel Garrote would tell you otherwise. We have reason to believe there's a path under the keep. Be thankful you're talking to us rather than them. They were planning to storm the keep.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
How could they have gotten anywhere close to such valuable artifacts? Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You were lying then. He was. Good God.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't. We took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya. He was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava. I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him, but I will. I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way. Let's hope we don't need your wishes. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. And Marius, make it back to us in one piece.
I assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the sleep. You'll find Kostya in the lava tubes beneath the keep. Go now, and go with the gods.
If I were gonna have a drink with one of them...
Ah, the outsiders! Well, outsider. That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it? Ah, I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like, indeed, like...
It's odd. There's a beauty to this place. Maybe because it's a place in Galloway's tusks I've never been.
Let's keep moving. I'd rather not breathe in too many of these spores.
Here we go. You're mine now.
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Show me what you got!
We need to keep moving.
Endless night. When will the sun rise?
This whole place feels like it's gonna come apart.
Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
We too.
A spark. Daylight. Essence we have not.
My brother. Soul of my soul. How did you find me here? I have been here for so long. No one came looking. Andrew, you are blessed, my fellow Parkrunan said. But I did not come here to meet Sabadal. I am hiding from them. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Aedyr. People like you, or I, who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned the world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No. Their final death came later. A gift to the Aedyr from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them. Back to her. The rightful queen. She is the center. The center of everything. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my brother, who are more brave than I. Go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You are bound as they are bound, godlike. Your soul is strong, but it is not your own. Why free them when they will never free you? Ah, you know, I always meant to die down here, to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Salvador releases you to the same long peace. Ah. It is only a door. Carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you. Because the same thorn tears at us both. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Aedyr, tell her I said hello.
You okay? You went away again, but this time seemed different.
Mon-Fri, you alright? We lost you. But not like before.
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do, Kostya's probably already there. Let's move. Lava's high. We gotta hurry.
Good. You're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. I assume you didn't let the Stilgarrote or the Inquisitor survive their search. And so you brought it back here? Among the Wardens? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tusks until your people arrived. Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason to destroy this place and go. This is how it should be. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because of a centuries-old oath.
Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
He has a point.
but it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Then my conviction only grows stronger, envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you. Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
Burn, then grow anew. A flow to purge the weight. Retwine.
That is all I ask.
You can't be blessed serious.
You should hurry on with your task. The lava's rising quickly now. Safe travels to the garden. You'll find your entrance just past this door. I suspect you're the only one aside from Nandru who can open it.
Absomalu Vowintu, envoy. You are lucky I don't feel like fighting another Aedyran right now.
If destroying Solace frees these people from a dead oath, let it crumble.
Good old Solace came. Destroyed from within.
Envoy, I'll give you this. You know how to leave an impression. It takes a special kind of clarity to do what needs doing. Especially when it looks like this.
Closer. We have waited so long.
You Aedyran Kamayu. Take a few more moments to think closely before you go destroying your friends' homes next time.
Where's this coming from? Solace wasn't a home. It was a prison. We all saw that.
What gives you the authority to decide the fate of an entire settlement? That fits the Steel Garrote, but not you.
Darling, think it through. The Pargrunen were stuck rotting in their keep, and the envoys freed them.
What about those who wanted to stay there, huh? What life are they free to live now?
Whatever life they want. Same as you chose when you left.
Oh, so because I wanted to leave, it should be destroyed? I had no idea I had that kind of power.
Darling, it wasn't your decision. Clearly, you didn't wish it. Exactly.
Oh, so you think you know what's best for them? For us? You, an envoy from Usundan Aedyr.
That's what Aedyr wants. for us to stop worrying about our own destiny and leave it in their hands.
Agree to blissly disagree.
I think we could all use a break. Let's camp and get some rest, hmm?
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
At least on the battlefield, you can count on getting stabbed in the front.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Can you imagine? An untouched spiritual wilderness just waiting for us. I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal, set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? Everyone deserves freedom.
I could make an exception for a god with the power to destroy us all in a tantrum.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in.
It's easier that way. For a while.
Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather or foul?
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
Marius, I know solid.
This way.
Or maybe we are.
Come and get me. Is that all you got? Turn around. Watch your back.
I see the disciple has found his way into...
No. Clarion Steel, we know this voice. Why is she here?
I would strike out. Look, can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Hell? Work. The poor. My Aedyr. Yours.
Never understood Wodika's appeal. Still don't.
I have nothing to say. That was insane. Put him down. Here we go.
Everybody all right? get me.
Dava Rubion Seek!
What is that? I know... well, that was...
Coming for the right!
Eckworth and Rock!
seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? Can't we take a closer look? Please? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. It's not fair. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go? Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward!
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
How is this not the strangest thing that has happened today?
Oh my gods. They're alive? How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You... heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
We feel her pain like initials carved in our bark. She needs answers only we can give.
What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity. So we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good Animancer embraces death. And they were the best. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. But that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being. Indulge me a moment. I've been waiting a long time for this. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
That's 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness. Easier said than done. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Chiara. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
This feels like one of those times.
I can't get my bearings. I'm useless here.
Incredible. This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
What's up? Oh, no, you don't. Watch the left. Look behind you.
Watch yourselves. Show me what you got. Take him down.
I need a bit of jerky and a nap. Let's take a moment here. Is this for your god, for instance? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
What's the guard? There's got to be a mechanism somewhere.
Oh, no, you don't!
And rock! Watch your left!
One for us.
I wasn't sure what we were going to use that for. Nice job. Never knew I wanted to see something so bad.
Coming from the rear.
And rock!
Here's hoping we can avoid that madness down there.
Take your best shot. Left leg.
East ahead. Bravo Rufy on 6. And raw.
We make a good squad. Nice of someone to mark that spot for us.
Guards. This is the place.
After so long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps. A voice. Through armies and corrupted soil. You persevered. Now, you are here. The rot. We feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. The fist of Empire. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now, we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there. Breathe. Focus. Shape the essence with your hands. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We want nothing more than that. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand. And where is your mercy for us? You know we deserve better than this. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes, we long for this too. The time has come for you to act. end our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long. Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow. Tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mold.
Andra's depths.
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aedyr could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Ah, are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more of your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Aedyr as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Always better than the reverse.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Kid and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Envoy? Is it really you? Kostya told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god.
When you didn't come out, we assumed you were dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nakutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dreamthrall still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them? Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god. But how can that be?
Giata and I have some theories about the nature of the Aedyr in the living lands.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Aedyr here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones. All it takes is time, and the right application of pressure.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the Godless, and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutadek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
For now. Who's to say they don't get their feathers in a ruff again and wipe us all out with a tsunami?
It was Aedyr's arrival that disturbed Sappadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sappadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Nandru never spoke of Sappadal, and I believe it was for good reason. They should never have gone free.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. You can't be serious. You'd stand with the Steel Garrote.
No.
Don't do this. But no.
I thought...
How?
No. Excellent. Now, let me pose you, all of you, a question. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Aedyr will come. Indeed, we are already here. Well, don't leave me in suspense. Oh, gods have mercy.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
Fjord and her animancers stand with the living lands.
I will not countenance this lunacy. Solis stands opposed.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwig and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose.
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwig must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradise militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Good luck, Envoy. You'll need it.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza. May all the gods of Aedyr and the living lands protect you.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
Time to stop the Steel Garrote. Lead the way, Envoy.
So we're going after the Steel Garrote now, right? Let's do it.
Oh, no, you don't!
Let's get him!
On your left. Stop.
Behind you!
Did you see me, Marius?
Nice job, everyone.
This one's mine. Coming from the right!
Gate is ours. I'll stay here. You watch out for Ludwig.
I was just getting warmed up.
What was that?
Stop right there.
You
Get them.
I heard something.
They're behind you.
Avowed be unseeked.
Stay down.
I got it.
There you are. So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? Good. The battle over the Living Lands is nothing compared to the war we share. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
You can tell Wodaka yourself once we've sent you back to the wheel.
Don't insult my intelligence or my commitment to the cause. Treaties can be burned. The hands which shook over whatever deal you struck can be lopped off at the wrist.
Right. If she starts lopping off hands, I'm just going to attack her. Sound good?
As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in their grasp. I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. And if I don't know, then I cannot suffer you to live. Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy. Make this a fight to remember, even in death.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
There goes the element of surprise.
All this time, I knew you'd be worthy prey. Don't let me down.
Well, that's the nicest thing she's ever said. Hey, maybe she's friendly after all.
Farewell, Envoy.
Famous last words.
Let's finish this. Together.
Once I'm done killing you...
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Let's take her down! Again!
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradis militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Aedyran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradis return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Research yields new developments in the struggle against nature. Technology is shared among the united settlements. The Empire cannot get in the way of progress. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. With Solace Keep destroyed, the Pargrunen take their first steps into a world their ancestors once roamed at will. For some, this is the adventure of a lifetime. For others, the new freedom is terrifying, and they rush to build fledgling settlements. Kostya spends his days on the road, establishing trade routes. It is a hard life, bereft of the luxuries he once dreamed of. But there is promise. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradis and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. Such is the life of an animancer. At least now she has the right tools for the job, and new friends to help her through hard times. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yardley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Soppadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Soppadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together. And in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.